What's up everyone, Tech Geek Josh here, and welcome to today's video. Today is a comparison day, and today we will be comparing the Motorola Moto G4 Play versus the ZTE Warp 7. Let's get started. Now as you can see, there's a random Sharpie in this video, so just take that out. I just put it there for really no apparent reason, so throw that on the bed next to me. And before I actually start this video, I'd like to apologize. So, if you check the quality on this video, I'm actually using my normal camera. Here is my new camera, the Sony CyberShot. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? The Sony Handycam CX. I can't talk apparently. This is the camera that I unboxed, the Sony HDR CX240, and I cannot use this for this video. Still works perfectly fine, as you will see right here. Still works perfectly fine. I'm not able to use this camera for a while simply because I cannot seem. You probably can't even hear that, but the lens is like adjusting on the inside. It's like zooming in and out and adjusting. But as I was saying, I'm not able to transfer the photos and videos from this camera to my computer. So any help will be very appreciated on how to upload videos and photos from this camera to a computer. For example, maybe a Chromebook, because that's my main computer. But yeah, this is an awesome camera. I do hope to use it in the future, however. So any help will be much appreciated. Set that on the bed right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn these on. And I once again forgot to connect to the internet on both. Okay, they are connected. Let's go ahead and start by powering them off, like so. Excuse the Warp 7, probably get a lot of notifications here. On both of them, actually. Come on. Now, as you saw how fast the Moto G4 was, it's quite fast. So, we'll see how it stacks up against the Warp 7 here. Is that it? Hopefully. Let's try it again. What the heck was that? Some kind of stupid ad that I never seen before. Okay. Let's move them up a bit. Let's go ahead and zoom in as well. World's slowest zoom ever on this camera, which I don't like, but I'll have to deal with it for a while. Okay, it looks like they are now turned off. Go ahead and boot them up in 3, 2, feel for the power button on the Moto. Make sure they're in the correct positions. 3, 2, 1. And if you couldn't already tell, I'm using a yellow background for this video because I haven't used it yet. And just to let you know, I will fluctuate between the colors. I will use another color, you know. I will use the same color over and over if I choose to. Well, yeah, I'll fluctuate between the colors. So you can see yellow for today's video. Spacey's apart. Okay. And the winner is Moto Android. It's quite cool. Moto G4 once again. Warp 7. Literally almost like a split second behind. That's already connected. Still waiting for this one to connect to the internet. Activating your phone. I don't care about that. Now that's connected. So now let's go ahead and do some proper tests. Can't decide where to put these phones. I keep moving them around in the frame. Anyway, let's start out with some third-party apps. Let that do its thing on the Moto. I don't care. Network error. I don't plan to activate it. Sorry for these interruptions on these phones. I was not planned for that. Snapchat. Hey, matches the background, kinda. About the same, but the Moto actually won in terms of the, login and sign up screen. Let's do Kick. Warp 7. Pandora. Now these are two different versions. The one on the Warp 7, random ad. One on the Warp 7 is a free version. The one on the Moto is the Play Store version. As you can see by the icons, they're completely different. Oh, tapped it too soon. Looks like the Moto 1. Copyright. There you go. Ads. I don't want that. But yeah, there you go. Now, I do not have Facebook on the Moto. These are both 16GB devices, which is very nice. We have a gallery on the Warp 7 and Google Photos for photos. So, anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Photos and gallery. I'd say the Warp 7 won that one. Let's do Instagram, if I can find it. I would have to consider that a tie. Shout out to a friend of mine for being at the top of my feed. I highly doubt he even watches my videos, but there you go. Now let's do Play Store. Warp 7 opened it first, but it looks like the Moto's going to load it first, which is very cool. Boy. Defaulted to Hulu for some odd reason. Anyway, there you go. Looks like the Moto outran the Warp 7 opening the Play Store. What else do we have? Messenger. G4. The Warp 7 was like roughly 2 seconds behind. You have Offer Up. You can see how fast these devices are. Again, another freaking ad. Never ask again. Deny. No thanks. No thanks. This is where I sell most of my phones. So, go over here. This is my profile on Offer Up. Ugh. Still activating my phone. Taking their sweet little time. And, okay, there you go. Literally about the exact same time. But here you go. This is everything that I have that I'm selling. Of course, I have way more than on what's on this page. And by the way, these are basically the same exact items, just organized differently. Scrolling, they're both very smooth, as you can see there. See all my phones. I wouldn't say those are all my phones. 12 ratings, 4 stars. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now what's up with all these random ads? Let me see. Okay, we have this game. SWAGG. Swag. 6 wheels and a gun. G4 won that one, it looks like. And yes, the G4 can rotate the screen. Let me know in the comments if you want to see how to make the screen rotate. No root required on the G4, and I will see what I could do to make that into a dedicated video on it by itself. Alright, is that it for the third-party apps? It looks like so. Or yeah, it looks like it. Now let's go to the system apps, starting with YouTube. G4. A really cool thing about the G4. Before I continue, shout out to Psych. It looks like he broke his Apple Watch. That sucks very much. Even though I never had one, I would still consider it to suck a lot because it's a piece of Apple. But anyway, before I continue, like I was saying, the G4 is actually able to play videos in 720p at 60 frames per second, which is very nice. As of right now, I don't think I'll be able to demonstrate that because I can't really think of any videos that will be in 60 frames per second. Now let's go to Google Maps. As you can see, they both open apps about the same network location, network notification, basically. This is a little different. Just scroll out just so you don't see my exact location. Anyway, there you go. The Moto G4 has on-screen buttons, whereas the Warp 7 has off-screen buttons, and they light up blue, which is very nice. What else? Well, let's go ahead and do the dock down here. Phone. Both defaulted to the Star tab. Activation incomplete. Can't archive that. Dialer. Looks like the Warp 7 just by a split second brung that up. Let's find messages. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? Contacts. Yeah. Basically about the same time there. Chrome. And let's go ahead and load up the usual site, The Verge. We switched from Phone Arena to The Verge because it seems to be a better site. Not that I hate Phone Arena, of course not, but I just think The Verge really tests the performance. As I'm mistyping on the G4. Okay, The Verge, 1, 2, 3. Looks like the G4 might be in the lead for this one. It's got the information. Warp 7 is coming right along. They're both still loading. You see the Moto got to the bottom faster. This one only has a 5-inch screen. Warp 7 has a 5.5-inch screen, so there's more content on the screen on the Warp 7. There you go. Looks like they're both loaded, so it does take a while to get to the top and bottom on bigger screen phones. But once they're loaded, you can see they're really responsive. I wouldn't say they're the most responsive phones that I have, but they're neck and neck. There you go. Pinch to zoom, very responsive on both, not a problem. Oh, camera. I almost forgot that. The G4 has a 8 megapixel camera if I'm not mistaken. The Warp 7 has a massive 13 megapixel camera. So that's pretty interesting. In terms of camera UI, I think the Moto might be cleaner looking. Just pull from this side to access all the settings. You can record up to 1080 if I'm 1080p 30 frames per second on the Moto. I think both front and back, which is very nice. And the Warp 7 I think only 720p. Let's check. Oh no, 1080p. Huh. That's interesting. I never realized that until just now. Let's switch to the front camera. Camera switch keys on the bottom left on the Moto, top right on the Warp 7. Looks like the Moto, got there first. Let's use one hand. It's what we're used to seeing. Frame rate on both is actually pretty cool. Or, well, what am I saying? Pretty good. I'm actually moving my hand like a lot faster in real life. A lot faster than you see down there. Like I'm doing a quick like that, but with my whole hand. Both very good. If I look off camera, let me see. Looks like the G4 might be capturing a lot more and a lot more accurate. So Anyway, there's that. And is there anything else? Oh, settings. Ugh. I'm all over the place and I can't even remember which apps we didn't test. G4. While we're in here, let's go down to About Phone. We can see Android 6.0.1 and 6.0.1, so the same Android version on both. I've heard that the Moto G4 might be able to get the NuGet update. We're just not sure when, so that should be very interesting. If I feel like it and if I decide to, I might make a dedicated video on the NuGet update on the G4, so stay tuned for that if that ever happens. So yeah, that looks like it. One last app. Let's go ahead and test Gmail. And again, I don't care if you guys read my emails. I just don't care. Nothing interesting anyway. Looks like the Warp 7 actually brought it up first. That was just some tips on what to do if you didn't see that. Alright, now for multitasking. Let's go all the way at the top. Snapchat. Looks like the Moto, like opened it first. Come on, you stupid ad. Okay, these are at different locations for some reason. Pandora. About the same right there. Kick, where did it go? It's very weird. Okay, apparently Kick's not open. You guys did see me open Kick. Okay, gallery, photos. Warp 7 want that one because it's the stock gallery. I don't like Google Photos. Who agrees with me? Comment below. Kick, you can't try because it's not over here, so I guess just archive that. Instagram. Warp 7, you can clearly see that right there. Play Store. Same time. Messenger. Literally the same time. Offer up. My profile. Moto G4 seemed to open it faster. But you can see the processing power behind both of these phones. They're really fast. G4 opened it first. I have to fix the orientation. Come on. Come on. It's not wanting to rotate. Hold on. Okay, I just had to press the home button. Why is it the same thing over here? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Come on. Come on. It's like, where do these random ads come from? Very annoying. YouTube. Both had to reload. The Warp 7 actually reloaded it first, and it resumed back on this tab. So that's pretty cool. Maps. Warp 7 significantly faster there. I don't know why, but I have a habit of talking like this. It's just, I can't help it. Phone. Warp 7 considerably faster. Contacts. Warp 7. Chrome. Oh, Warp 7. It looks like the Warp 7 actually held it open the longest, and there's a whatever that was. Stupid ad. But yeah, the Warp 7 actually held it open, whereas the Moto actually had to refresh. Accidentally refresh right there. I didn't mean to. Very, very interesting. Camera. Looks like the Warp 7 won that one because it defaulted to the front-facing camera, which is where we last left off. Settings. Warp 7. And last but not least, Gmail. Warp 7. And now I think, well, no, there's a clear all on the Warp 7, and there is a clear all on the Moto. Very interesting, very nice. Come on. I'll have to investigate why this thing is giving me ads when it shouldn't. But basically, I'm at a loss for words right now. I can't think of any words to say. These are both very good phones. As you can see, the performance on both of them is very, very snappy, very quick. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm wanting to say something, but I just can't find the words to say it. You really won't be disappointed with either one of these. They're both very fast. The Moto is cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. But mine, this Moto that I have here, I got mine at Family Dollar for $34, which is very, very cool. Well, where's that price? Walmart, I think, sells it for like $80, if I'm not mistaken, or $85, somewhere around there. The Warp 7, I think you can get for, I think right now for like $50 on Best Buy, which is what I paid for mine, if I'm not mistaken. So far, it hasn't let me down. The only complaint that I have with the Warp 7 is the battery life, which may surprise a lot of you, because the Warp 7 has a big 3080 milliamp hour battery, and with that battery, it still gives me pretty dismal battery life. Started this video at like 91%. I think it's down to 87, and let's see if I can bring this any closer. I do not have signal where I am, and I think the battery's so bad because it's trying to pull signal. So there's that. But anyway, like I just mentioned, you won't be disappointed with either of these. Warp 7's main highlights is the big battery, pretty decent sized screen, 5.5 inches, the 13 megapixel camera, and that's pretty much it. Main highlight for the G4 Play is that it runs a near stock Android experience, and overall performance and usability is very snappy. And yeah, even though the cameras on the G4 Play doesn't stack up to the Warp 7, you can still get some pretty good shots with the Moto G4. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed watching today's video, and I'll see you again in the next one.